Have you ever, in your adult life, looked at yourself in the mirror and thought to yourself, wow, I really thought I'd be further along than this by now? Have you? Well, if you have, take comfort in the fact that you're not alone. Do you want to go from wanting more to actually having more? Well, if you are, then you're in absolutely the right place, because that is what we're going to talk about today. Why you're not rich yet. Are you the one who's been thinking, okay, the education that I receive from school and university is just not going to make me rich or help me retire early? Are you the one who's been asking, can somebody teach me this money stuff in the most simplest way possible? If yes, then stay tuned and listen in. I bet you're wondering, why should I listen to her? Who is this lady? Great questions. Thank you for asking. I'm Cheryl Pinto. It's my pleasure, my honor and delight to be connecting with you today. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here. I truly, truly value and appreciate your time and energy that you're sharing with me today. Most of all, I appreciate you, and I want to salute you for taking this time to learn something that can potentially change your entire life. All it takes is a thought, and I hope that today you get that thought that will take your life on an entirely new direction. Listen, not that this matters to you, but I want you to know why I am the authority. I started from a middle-class family. I began working at the age of 16. And I retired financially free at the age of 33. I've been in the financial services industry for 20 years. I know I don't look like it, which is a good thing. But when I left the corporate banking world, which was after 17 years of working, my last position was the assistant vice president for sales for Dubai and Northern Emirates in the United Arab Emirates. Now, the past 3 years, what I've been doing is really just serving people by coaching them and helping them play it exceptional and be extraordinary, because I love helping people to thrive, right? Now, you would wonder, why does this really matter to you? Because when you want to learn, doesn't it make sense to go to a person who's already playing at the level that you want to be playing at and then just learn from them? You can literally compress decades into days. You can learn from me what took me 2 decades. You could probably learn it in a few days. Isn't that amazing? Okay, look guys, we went through the dark ages, we went through the agricultural age, the industrial age, and today we're in the information age. Right now, there's $3,300 being spent every second, guys. On what? On information, on education. People want to learn. Why? Because old school education system is running out, because people know that it doesn't make sense to learn from somebody who's not had that experience yet. Doesn't it make sense to go to a person who's already playing at the level that you want to be at? You almost instantly get that information and you're there. Now, before we get into the topic, I know that most of you are thinking, wait a minute, she's saying she's financially free, then why is she doing this? Did I read your mind? Give me a thumbs up and just a smile if that is right. Okay, if that is right, and I think most of you have asked that question, is the answer to that question lies in a very personal story. So is it all right if I share a personal story? I know that many of you may think, why do I have to listen to this personal story? But stick with me. If you listen to this personal story, you will probably understand why I do what I do. And if I don't share this with you, I know that I will lose you. I will lose you because your mind won't allow you. It just won't let you listen to anything else that I have to say, and I won't let that happen to you. So here we go. Come back in time with me. It's July 2018. It's summer in Dubai, and I wake up and I can't see. I can see double. My vision is not clear. I'm rubbing my eyes. I go to my sister and I say, I can't see. There's something wrong with my eyes. And we noticed that my left eyeball had stopped moving. It's called sixth nerve palsy, if any of you are medical professionals here. So we rushed to the hospital, and the doctor suspected that it could be a brain tumor. So we immediately ran CT scans, MRIs, X-rays. Thankfully, there was no tumor. However, what the doctors didn't know is what was causing it. So what they did is they put me on steroids. Now these were like really high doses of steroids to reduce the inflammation, hopefully get my eyeball to function again. What that did is that it really put a huge load on my organs. My kidneys were beginning to hurt, and I started to notice a change in my heart rate. Ordinarily, heartbeat goes up with steroids, but in my case, my heartbeat was beginning to fall. Every day it fell from 70 to 60 to 50 to 40. And one day my heartbeat was at 38. I was not able to walk by now. I was in bed for about 4 days straight. And my mom checks my blood pressure, and it was 80 by 50. She is not in a good place and actually says to me, I don't even know how you're standing. So we call up the doctor. The doctor says, please come to the hospital right away. We get to the hospital and they put me in the emergency. And I've been fighting for so long. I'm so tired by now. I can't walk. Really, my heart's like just giving away, right? And I came to a point where I thought to myself, I just can't do this anymore. I literally said to my mom, Mom, what is the point of trying so hard to live if God doesn't want me to live? Of course, you can appreciate what a tough moment that may have been for me and my mom. I closed my eyes thinking, it's no problem if I just go away. I don't have any regrets. I don't have any kids that I'm leaving behind. I can leave my parents some money and I can just go. And I'll just have no regrets. And then a tiny little voice spoke in my head. And the tiny voice said to me, oh yes, you will have a regret. Shocked, I wondered, what regret could I have? And the tiny voice said that you will regret not having touched and changed the lives of all the people that you could have. And my eyes flew open. And on that day, my friends, my eyes were literally and figuratively opened. And that was the second most important day of my life. What do I mean by that? Mark Twain said, 2 most important days in any human's life is the day that they're born and the day they find out why. And that was the day that I found out why. And so if today, through this conversation, I change your life, I touch your life in the smallest possible fashion, then I have lived my purpose. Making sense? All right, thank you so much, guys. I want to say thank you so much for joining me on this personal journey, my very personal story, which I never imagined I would share. Thank you. So you guys have heard about me. How about now we listen to something about you? Okay, so what do I mean by that? I mean, let us do a tiny little exercise where we usually are always living on the outside and we never take the time to go inside and we never go to see what is it that we truly want, yeah? So it's just going to take us 40 seconds. I'm going to ask you 4 questions. If you have a pen and paper, grab it quickly. If you don't have a pen and paper, that's okay. Just answer it in your mind and just let the answers sit in your mind. Just be aware of them. I'm a coach, so I do this for a living, and it has had magnificent results on people, okay? So just trust me and just let's go with the process. Everybody good with that? Okay, so the first question that I'd like to ask you is, where are you today, currently, with your financial freedom? Or with your financial situation itself? Where are you today? Take 10 seconds and just think about it in your mind. Where are you? You're in a good place, or you're not a good place, or you're in a place that you'd like to be, or not yet there, whichever, just write down where you are. And the second question that I have for you is, where do you want to be? What do you want your life to look like 1 year from now? Write it down or think about it. Where do you want your life to be 1 year from now? Go ahead, you have 10 seconds. In terms of dollar value, in terms of the quality of life, whatever comes to your mind. Amazing. Okay, this is good, huh? This is feeling good, right, guys? Okay, number 3, why? Why do you want it? Why do you want what you want? Feel it. You must have heard this before. If the why is strong enough, then the how becomes easy. So just do this for yourself. Figure out, why do you want it? Why do you want it? If you want financial freedom, why do you want it? What's behind it? Write it down. Go ahead. That's amazing. Beautiful. Okay, guys. And then the last and the final question. What are the capabilities you need to get you from where you are to where you want to be? What are the capabilities you need so that you get your life to where you want it to be 1 year from now? Write that down. Make a mental note, write it on the paper. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, awesome. So you've got that down. What are the capabilities you need to help you achieve your goal? Amazing. How does that clarity feel? This, my friends, is the starting point of change. Awareness of what we want and what we need to get us to where we want to go. Awesome. I'm so happy you learned at least this today. So let's jump into the topic of why you aren't rich yet. Let's gain some clarity on what exactly has kept you from being rich. Okay, guys. Amazing fun fact. To begin with, it's a fact. You who's watching this video, you are a money-making supercomputer. What? Did you hear that right? You heard it right. You are a money-making supercomputer. Another fact, just like every other computer, there are 3 important things that we need to have in a computer system to make it run well. 1 is the operating system, right? Obviously, we need a good operating system so that the system is working. Number 2, programs. And number 3, you need to be free from viruses. The system needs to be free from viruses, right? Okay, guys, so now how is this related to you being rich? Awesome question. Let's jump in and find out. Let's begin at the first level, which is kind of more easy for us to understand, which is the viruses. We have all had viruses, malware, and spyware installed into us by the society we live in. Ouch. Yes, it's true. What are they? They are those programs that suck the money out of us and destroy our ability to be rich. And this cripples the supercomputer that you are. Do you know what these viruses are? I'm guessing you've already thought of them. These are the habits that have been installed into us since we were able to understand anything at all. For instance, you will see some viruses being installed by ways of advertisements to buy your dream house, or the dream car, or shop till you drop, retail therapy. Other viruses include peer pressure to spend more, keeping up with the Joneses. Then we have no savings because we're spending so much, so the malware gets installed. And now this leads us to spend too much to impress people we don't like with money we don't have. There comes the borrowing, the Trojan horse, the loans, the credit cards, the mortgages. Can you ever be financially free if you're in debt? Do you know that 2 in 3 Americans and 2 in 5 Canadians say that they will remain in debt till death? Can you ever be rich by being in debt? And so, my friends, our supercomputer is hijacked, it is hacked, and it hangs. Is this making sense so far? Okay, so now let's go up to, we're done with the viruses, let's go up to the programs. What are programs? Programs are, in our case, the certifications that we have. Now, all of us here watching this video would have some sort of certifications, okay? It could be in business, it could be in IT, it could be medicine, engineering, whatever. All of these programs are really, really good because what these programs do is, as we install this in our brain, it allows us to perform in society, add value, and thus bring in money. Bringing in money to the system is a good thing. This is really, really good, okay? Now, if I ask you, what's the number one reason that you got these certificates? Most probably to make money, right? If there was no money involved, highly unlikely we would spend so many years learning. Speaking of which, how many years does an average person spend to educate themselves so that they become of value to society? Well, 3 years to maybe 10 years, depending on what you're studying. I'm talking about education after school. Of course, there's 12 years in school. So we're spending an average of about 20 years to learn how to make money. And then how many years do we spend making money? Another 40 years, right? So we'll spend 20 years getting ready to make money and 40 years making money. How many years did you spend learning how to manage this money? Who spends any time learning how to make money work for them? So I ask this with the deepest respect. How can you get rich? Yes, you can make money, but what will you do with that money once you have it? And if you have to keep making money in order to have money, then you can never stop working. Is this making sense? Warren Buffett says that if you don't have your money working for you, then you are going to be working until you die. And if you are here, I'm sure that is not what you want. If you are here to figure out how to make this money work for you so that you don't have to work for the rest of your beautiful, precious one life so that you can live this life. Let's see, is it possible to learn how to make your money work for you while you sleep so that you can live an awesome life, okay? Allow me to give you a simple illustration of how I feel that we don't have any programs that allow us to manage our money. What's the difference between an asset and a liability? Most people kind of understand this, but if I ask you, is your home an asset or a liability? Everybody thought asset, right? Most of us have homes which are mortgaged, which means that we own the loan and the bank owns the home. Are you getting this? We've been sold the lies, which is the viruses, the programs that will make everybody else, be it the bank, be it the retailer, be it the car guy, be it the home construction companies, everybody else is going to be rich except us. This is making sense? Okay, good. Now comes the real deal. Imagine your laptop without an operating system. Can you do anything with it? Think about, you have a computer system, but it has no operating system. It may have the best programs, it may be completely free of viruses, but without the right operating system, your system is useless. And just like that, we have an operating system that runs in our mind at the background that we are unaware of. Interesting. What is this operating system? This operating system is what we popularly call beliefs. It is what we believe is true. Allow me to elaborate. For instance, how many people here have said the word or believe or have used this word stinking rich or filthy rich? That guy is stinking rich. That girl is filthy rich, right? Many of us have used that. And many of us want to be stinking rich and filthy rich. However, if I ask you, do you want to be stinking? Do you want to be filthy? Your brain is going to reject that idea. Which means your operating system has associated being rich with being filthy or being stinking or being evil. What that will do is it will not allow you. The minute wealth comes your way, the minute you see your bank balance rise, your operating system is saying being rich is evil, being rich is filthy, being rich is stinking, and you will spend that money. I'm sure so many of you right now felt this makes sense. And this, my friends, is the operating system. And this, my friends, is where your greatest opportunity for change lies. Okay guys, you've been with me so far. You know my values. You now know some of my really personal stuff about me, like why I do what I do. You already know what I stand for. Here's what else I know. For you to go from where you are to where you want to go, you're going to need help. You're going to need guidance, next level guidance. And if you're going to need it, you're probably going to pay someone to help you, yes? You already know my values, and I would love for it to be me, because I don't know what's going to happen if you give someone else money. I don't know if they're going to care as much as I do. If you're ready for the next level and you want the next level of someone holding your hand ongoing so that you get to your financial freedom, then I'd like it to be me and my team. I'm guessing if you went through the exercises we did at the beginning, the 4 questions, you know where you want to go. Because most of us know what we don't want, but you know what you want. Not just that. Not only do you know what you want, you also know why you want it. Now, if that comes from your heart, if you know in your heart that you want to have the freedom, you want to touch people's lives, you want to take care of your family, you want to make an impact on the world, you want to make more money so that you can go on holidays and take your family on a beautiful vacation, when you know your why and you anchor it in your heart, then man, oh man, you're on the path. The only thing and the only thing left are the capabilities. Because your best thinking got you here. Your best tactics, your best strategies got you to where you are today. Now you need higher level capabilities. If you know where you are, you truly know where you want to go in life, and you know why you want it from your heart, then the only thing left is how are you going to get there, right? And that is why I'm so excited. And that is why I work so hard thinking, how did I do it? So what I did is I reverse engineered how I got to where I am. And I am so proud to bring to you the Financial Freedom Course. And you guys can be a part of it. Let me tell you about it. I will be entirely honest, we had a soft launch 2 weeks ago. The response was so staggeringly awesome, with enrollments and applications flying in, that we decided to go for this absolute official mega launch. It's obvious that people want to learn this stuff which no school will ever teach. So what's this course all about? Let's find out. Thank you for being here. Let's find out. It's a 6-week live course with me. So it's not recorded. It's not an e-course. It's a live course. It's with me. We'll do it on Zoom. 2 hours every weekend. We'll begin on the 6th of June and we will cover 6 distinct modules in these 6 weeks. So at the end of module 1, you would have replaced all the malfunctioning defects in your operating system and taken off the viruses. All that programming that is holding you back from abundance. And we will have begun implementing the new thought processes that will allow you to make wealth, receive wealth, and keep it, and then grow it, right? These are the thought processes, which is awesome. It's, in my opinion, the most important work, mind work, okay? Everything begins in the mind, right, guys? At the end of module 2, you will understand the basic building blocks of finance, which is assets, liabilities, interest, income, expenses, cash flow, those kind of things. At the end of module 3, you will know exactly what personal finance is, which is where you are in your personal finances today and what you need to do to take you to where you want to go. Yes, I will work one-on-one and figure out where you guys are, if you want that, of course, during this week. We will help you to figure out how to make more money and how to grow money. At the end of module 4, that's week 4, you will understand the different options that there are to invest your money, like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, real estate, etc. You will have the clarity, which you really can't find in this world of so much information, on what's the risk, what's the return of each of them, and which one is the best for you. This will be explained to you in the most simple way, like we're teaching it to someone in 5th grade, okay? At the end of module 6, which is the coolest part, end of module 5, which is the coolest part, you're going to learn wealth. What is wealth? How is it created? And how does this money work for you, right? This is so, so cool. We have something called the wealth quadrants, which is something we learn, which is amazing. Module number 6 is when you're going to be amazed. You're going to be amazed because you're going to find out how you are going to get to your financial freedom, and you will be amazed because you will realize that it's possible. Not only is it possible, it is easy, and we'll build your plan to get you there. Okay, guys, and it's not just that. What I'm going to do is I'm throwing in a bonus for 48 hours, and it's 48 hours, guys. You'll see a ticker countdown somewhere on the screen. During these 48 hours, you get to bring a friend or a family with you to learn with you absolutely free. This is for you, for those of you who love this course, who totally resonate with it and ready to take action. Okay, guys? There are other bonuses which I'm including, which is an online course on career mastery. I call it Cracking the Career Code, because if we don't learn how to make money, it's going to take us a little while to get financially free. Okay? There are going to be financial freedom calculators and things like that, which is so amazing. Guys, if you ask me what is the most important part of this course, I'm going to have to say it's the community. We're going to have a closed group of students where you won't be the oddball for wanting to be extraordinary. In fact, you will be celebrated for being extraordinary, for wanting to be extraordinary. Everybody is going to celebrate our wins together. And I just can't wait. I'm sure it's going to be so awesome. Now, important point, we don't want your money if you're not delighted. Yes, delighted. If you're not delighted, you're covered by 30 days money back guarantee. Take your money back if you're not happy. Okay, guys? So, there is no risk on you, but potentially infinite reward. All the risk is on me and the reward with you. That's a pretty cool financial concept. If you don't want next year to be like last year, then something's got to change. There's a quote by Einstein that I absolutely love. And he said that doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is the definition of insanity. If you want something to be different, if you want your life to be different, if you want your financial status to be different, if you want your freedom to be different, if you want your happiness to be different, then you've got to do something different. If this resonated with you in your heart, and if you know that this is the answer to the many questions you've been asking all your life, if you know that this is the place that you're going to get that knowledge which you won't find anywhere else in the world, then act now. Just act now. Click on the link, take out your credit card, book your spot, and just do it. Just do it. We have only 80 spots remaining at the time of this recording. Remember, it is one step. It's always just one step that takes your life in a completely new direction. And may that one step be this one. Click that link, enroll now, join me, and I'll see you on the 6th of June. Go ahead, click the link now. Go ahead, do it now, trust me. Now, click the link. See you. Did you click it? Did you click it? Click the link. I can't wait to see you on the Financial Freedom course. This is going to be legendary. Legendary. Click the link. See you soon.